I find great strength when I journey with people in their life, in their struggles, when I give them hope, when I give them comfort in their times of difficulties.
In August 2022, Singapore's Catholic Archbishop William Goh was made a cardinal by Pope Francis, making him the first cardinal from Singapore. As head of the Catholic Church here, he oversees a congregation of more than 360,000. There are 32 churches in the country and 59 Catholic schools and preschools. I'm Sumiko, Executive Editor of the Straits Times. I'm meeting the Cardinal at his residence in Victoria Street, where he's kindly giving me a lunch of Teochew porridge cooked in his kitchen. He tells me what his day is like, the importance of interreligious dialogue, and talks about the Church's stand on LGBT issues. He also shares how his two dogs, Joy and Delight, live up to their names. Has your life changed very much since you took on the position of cardinal?
My life as a person has not changed. I'm still the same person. I don't feel any difference. Perhaps some people might see me differently, but the nature of my work has changed. As a cardinal, I'm not just responsible only for the Archdiocese of Singapore, for our Catholics here, but I'm also asked to minister to Catholics in the Universal Church. I have to make time for the church, for the Catholics. I have to make time for the country, for other religions. Promoting interreligious dialogue, very important for us. And then also in good dialogue with the government to help to build a cohesive society, and then the world.
Can we talk a little bit about Singapore being multiracial and your role in this?
As a leader of the Catholic Church, promoting interreligious dialogue is always something very close to the heart of the Church. In 1964, Vatican II already wrote the document Nostra Aetate on how do we have interreligious dialogue. That is why I try to make myself present for the other religions as well, where we get together. It is really a great blessing that we have a government who is supportive of interreligious dialogue. In fact, all the religious leaders are very supportive.
Could you share with us what's a typical day like for you?
I begin the day at 4:30 a.m. in the morning. The most important part of the day for me is the prayer time with the Lord. I wake up early and pray and then exercise. Even during the physical exercise, I'm still contemplating on what I have reflected, or what I have read in the scripture text. Then after that, I will normally write out my thoughts or my speech or my homilies. And then from 9:30 onwards, it will be meetings, audience, engagement, then lunch, then again meetings until in the evening. In the evening, about 6, 7 o'clock. Sometimes we have evening engagement. If not, I will bring my two doggies for a walk. That, for me, is my relaxation hours.
Could you share how you got those two dogs?
Actually, they were given really by God. I didn't ask for them because I know that my life is very busy. So I don't have that kind of commitment. When this house was under renovation, we were staying in Punggol Seminary. One morning, they found a small puppy on the steps of the seminary. Then the staff told me, "Oh, so cute, so cute." I said, no, better bring back the puppy to the mother. I don't have time to look after, but they promised that they will help me to look after the dog. And 1 week later, the mother brought in a second puppy. So I named them Joy and Delight.
And that was because?
Because it was found in the scripture in Isaiah. And Isaiah says, I will bring you joy and I will bring you delight. You will become my delight, you become my joy.
And they provide that for you?
Yeah.
As the head of the Catholic Church, what do you see as your main challenges?
The main challenges as the head of the Catholic Church, we've got two issues, art intra and art extra. Art intra, how should I re-evangelize our Catholics? Because 2/3 are nominal, 1/3 they come more regularly. How should I re-evangelize? I need to give them a personal encounter with the Lord so that the faith will not just be a religion or just some rules and commandments or rituals that they practice. For me, my priorities will be the youth because they find themselves rather lost, especially in a very global world. So much information coming in and there are so much challenges as well. So they are looking for meaning and looking for purpose in life. The other aspect for me that is of important consideration is the question of the Catholic schools. How do we make our Catholic schools more Catholic in the sense that it is embracing of everyone, at the same time that the right values are being imparted to our young people and also give them an opportunity to encounter God in their life. There is another group which I think we need to pay attention to is the family. Today the family is under a lot of challenges due to the gender issue, we have divorces, and because we live in a very complex world. So even among Catholics, the number of divorces have gone up. So how do we strengthen family life and encourage our young people, those who are newly married, to have children? We are here not to serve ourselves, we're here to serve humanity. And procreation is one of the ways in which we serve humanity and to contribute to the growth of the nation. I find that there are two other groups that I need to now pay attention to, which I have not really given that much attention, would be the elderly and the singles. Don't think that those who are singles, they're having an easy life. In fact, the singles always told me, you always talk about family, you never talk about singles. Singles are also struggling. Because there are a growing number of singles and also elderly, I think the church will have to somehow address the needs of these two groups that tend to be neglected. But I also have a group that we are trying to reach out to, is the LGBTQ.
What's the church stand on LGBT?
For us, every person is a child of God. Every person must be loved, must be respected, regardless of gender, sex orientation. But the church stand is very clear. We are created male and female, physically, biologically, and the marriage is between the man and the woman. We do not condemn them, but at the same time, that is not in line with what the scriptures are teaching us. So what we try to do is to journey with them, to help them to find the will of God for them in their life.
So was the 377A period, was it a difficult time for the church?
Always difficult, especially for me as a bishop. We don't want to condemn them, we don't exclude them because they too are human beings. They need love, they need a sense of belonging, they need a purpose. So what else can we do? I cannot change the doctrine. I cannot rewrite the Bible. I cannot tell Jesus, I think, we have to change. I'm a servant of God. I'm a servant of the church. I can only follow what the Bible teaches. But at the same time, on the practical level, we need to strike a balance. We need to help them to find the will of God for themselves. It's not for me to judge, but we will help them to find Jesus. And when they find Jesus, I suppose Jesus will tell them how to live their life.
Do you have LGBT friends?
Oh, we got plenty. Quite a number of them are LGBT, but they know where I stand. They also know my limitations. When I do retreat, I have a lot of LGBT people. They say, Father, what can I do? I want to live with this girlfriend of mine. This is the only person I can talk to. What can I do? She also needs friendship. So we try to have a chaste relationship. So that's all we can do. They will have to find their answers.
What makes you happy?
When I'm in prayer, that makes me very happy. I'm at peace with God. I like to spend time talking to Him, contemplating on the scriptures. I feel very happy when I'm with people, and especially when I'm ministering with people. I'm quite a naughty person. Actually, I'm quite mischievous. I like to make people laugh. I like to just be ordinary. I find great strength when I journey with people in their life, in their struggles, when I give them hope, when I give them comfort in their times of difficulties, when I give them encouragement. So at the end of the day, it's transforming lives, changing lives. So when lives are changed, when lives are touched, I feel great joy and truly that my life has not been given in vain.
Right. Thank you very much for having lunch.
Okay, thank you.
Or giving me lunch.
Oh, not at all. You're most welcome.
Some doctors, GP doctors, right, they were earning back then even like maybe more than $20,000 a month on our platform. You must understand this is on top of what they're already doing in the clinic. So these are all very good supplementary income for them.